What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 9. Discussion about the spoilers going around. Like I said, obviously spoiler warning if you don't want to know about Episode 709. These are highly likely to occur. Nothing's 100% positive, but it's highly likely to occur. Here we go. Now here's the breakdown for the characters and the location for 709. Rick, Carl, Michonne, Daryl, Maggie, Rosita, Aaron, Eric, Sasha, Enid, Tara, Jesus, Gregory, Father Gabriel, Ezekiel, Morgan, Carol, Richard, Ben, Jerry, Simon, Tobin, Garbage Pail Kids, the new Junkyard Group, and finally the Penis Tree. Locations are Hilltop, Kingdom, Highway, Alexandria, and the Woods. So obviously it's going to start right back at the Hilltop because that's where it left off. Well, it could start somewhere else, but that's where the group is going to be, exactly where we left them in 708. I still don't know why Enid is addressing the group, or it looks like she's at least addressing the group. They go to leave after Gregory ain't going to tell them nothing or be helpful at all, you know. Then they talk about what to do. They're going to go to the Kingdom. We're going to see the Kingdom. Here's the Kingdom Riders, very comic book-esque. Then you got Daryl and Michonne. It's good to see the group back together. That's what I'm most excited about. That's The Walking Dead. The group together, doing things, succeeding, you know, going through trials and tribulations and problems. That's what I want to see. And it's cool to finally see Rick meet Richard, Ezekiel, and hopefully Shiva. We need to see some more Shiva. Ezekiel, he's going to turn down the group. You know, no one wants to help Rick go against the Saviors. Everyone's scared of the Saviors. They don't want to do anything. They want to just be where they're at, kind of cowered away, not rise up to the challenge just yet. You know, eventually they will. That's the story of them being scared. Stuff's going to happen to change that, and then they go like that. So it's pretty exciting to see the comic book storylines more and more be involved with it, even though there's going to be a little differences here and there. Then we go back to Alexandria, where it's kind of cool, for me at least, I think it's cool to see Simon interact with Rick directly, because I like Simon. I think Simon's the best villain on the show right now from the Savior's point, but Simon interacting with Rick, probably looking for Daryl. I mean, come on, that's why else would he be there, right? Rick's got to hide his Colt Python. Don't worry, I don't think he takes it from him. I think they hide it. Back to Alexandria, like I said, the group back together, and it'll be interesting to see how everything goes down after, you know, the rise up from the Hilltop. The group's gonna have to like be not so tough right away, so they're gonna have to cower it away. Then they go back to right around the junkyard, probably the outskirts of the junkyard, the woods. You know, they don't actually get to meet the full junkyard group, the Garbage Pail Kids, yet. We'll talk about that in a second, but basically this is probably right before the other group, the Garbage Pail Kids, come around. And here's the shot of the group, but in the background you see the tree. Yes, that's the Spoiling Dead fans' penis tree. There's the penis tree on there too. It's pretty funny. We'll see if we finally get that shown on screen. Now here's the highlights from the Spoiling Dead fans. Team Family, which is Rick, has a meeting with Gregory about fighting the Saviors, obviously. He will most likely turn them down. Maggie's potential leadership is looming. Can't wait for that. Jesus leads Rick, Carl, Michonne, Tara, Rosita, Sasha, and Daryl to the Kingdom. So basically the whole group you see from the pictures. We'll go over it again in a second. So to meet Ezekiel, where Rick tries to convince them to join the war. Another attempt fails and they leave, but Daryl stays because Daryl stayed at the Kingdom so he can hide. Rick and company encounter a herd on the highway and also find explosives, likely the same ones you've seen in the promo pics. Should be an explosion in this scene. That's probably what Greg Nicotero is excited about. Father Gabriel encounters the mysterious boots from episode 8. So episode 708, this is speculated to be new character Tamiel from the Garbage Pail Kids. We are supposed to find out her identity in a later episode. Boots is rumored to be take Father G along with a bunch of Alexandrian supplies back with her. Saviors, led by Simon, go to Alexandria, likely looking for Daryl. Rick, Michonne, Aaron, and Tara, and Rosita go looking for Father G and encounter the new Junkyard Group and the Penis Tree. So a lot happens here, but the big thing is we don't get to meet the leader of the Garbage Pail Kids yet. So like we said, it'll probably start around the Hilltop with Rick and the terrible encounter with Gregory, because Gregory's awful. Jesus has a radio so he can listen into the Saviors. They have some time so they can go to the Kingdom. And that's what I'm most excited for. The interaction between Rick and Ezekiel and Shiva, of course. But again, Ezekiel is going to turn down Rick. Ezekiel don't want to rock the boat. He don't want to do anything too crazy, which I understand somewhat, but maybe, what's going to convince him? I'm excited to see that. Daryl stays at the kingdom because it's safest for him there. Rick on the highway. So let's talk about the highway scene here too. So we see that in the promo that he gets surrounded by walkers at some point. And I believe he's with Carl, and I believe the whole group is there unless they split up or something or whatever. But I would assume the whole group stays together minus Daryl, because Daryl's at the kingdom. So you see all the walkers around Rick. Here's the shot with Carl and the trucker, SUV type vehicle with all the walkers around them. Don't know where the rest of the group is, but I assume they're there. Hopefully we get to find out why Rick's grumpy face and it's in a different car. So I'm excited to see that. I don't know if this is the explosives that they're talking about, but dynamite explosives on there from the promo pics. Don't know how that's related, if it's a trap on the highway or something, or signaling them, or somehow Father Gabriel gets taken prisoner. I don't know if we're going to see him actually get taken prisoner. He might just be prisoner, and then they're told about that, about Boots taking them, because remember, the majority of the group was at the hilltop, and they don't have any guns, so Father Gabriel couldn't shoot this person, so he might have been stuck. I am excited to see the Simon-Rick interactions. I don't think Rick is going to be scared of Simon, and I don't think Simon is scared of Rick, so it'll be interesting to see how the dynamic goes. I think Simon's definitely going to threaten Rick about, if we don't find Daryl, or if we find Daryl, you're going to be in deep crap, but we'll see. This is, like I said, this is probably right before Rick and the group here, because they go out looking for Father Gabriel, finds the Garbage Pail Kids. Now, I don't know if we're going to see Tammy or not, but we probably will not see the leader until episode 710. So we'll probably just see part of the Junkyard group, where it might end like that. I could see it ending like there too, kind of leading us into 710, and we won't meet Jadis until episode 710. So that's kind of disappointing, but there's so much jam-packed into one episode, and we definitely won't see this, the walker, the spiked walker, the weaponized walker, I like to call it. Rick's got to fight that in 710 most likely. So there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think of 709, the early spoilers, potential spoilers, what's likely to occur. Check out the Walking Dead community page on Facebook. Subscribe today to get more videos. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.